Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Lilian Odhiambo. For my new subscribers, of course, welcome so much to this beautiful channel. And if you know that you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much guys for the support that you've given me. Thank you guys. We are at 1,500 subscribers and we are at a road to 2K subscribers. I'm so excited about this guys, and I'm just so excited about the fact that you guys have been watching, liking, subscribing, and also sharing my content. You guys, I'm so excited about it and I'm really grateful for everything. Okay, so for my new subscribers, you're very much welcome to this beautiful channel, and I just want to give you a brief introduction about myself. Just like I said, I'm Lilian Odhiambo, currently living and working in Canada, Alberta province. Yes, and it's good here, and I really hope that you will make it here if you want to. Okay, so guys, today I have a very interesting topic that I want to talk to you guys about. A lot of people have been asking about this for quite a long time, and I didn't have that time to put everything together and talk to you guys about it. But luckily today we got an opportunity to talk about it, and I'm gonna let you guys know what we're gonna talk about today. So yeah, this is what we're going to talk about today guys. It's about funds, how much money I used to facilitate for my visa application and also transport coming to Canada. So guys, if you feel that this is the right content for you, this is what you wanted to know, kindly stay tuned until the end of the video, and after watching this, kindly give it a thumbs up and also share this video. Otherwise, let's get straight into the video. So guys, just like you know, or let me just remind you a little bit, I came to Canada with a spousal visa, which meant that my husband was studying in Canada, and so he invited me over to here, right? So when I was doing my spousal visa application, I had a slot to apply for my work permit, which meant that I was gonna come here and work. Well, of course guys, you cannot come from your country and just come here and sit. Of course, even the government of Canada wants you guys to be productive. Of course, when they're bringing, when they open their gates or doors to their country, of course they want you to help grow the economy. So that was it. So I applied for my work permit, which was approximately 155 Canadian dollars. This is 13,828 Kenyan shillings. 13,828 Kenyan shillings. And guys, I hope that you have your pens and your notebooks. Write these things down. It will really make your application go faster when you want to do it, okay? Yes. So the second thing that I had to apply for was the open work permit holder. So this actually means that when I get to Canada, I could work for any employer, and I can also work anywhere within Canada. It doesn't really mean me moving from, it doesn't matter when I want to move from one province to another. I'm not tied to any employer. So that means I had to apply for an open work permit holder. So this costed me 100 Canadian dollars, which is approximately 8,921 Kenyan shillings. And guys, let me just tell you something. When we are talking about the open work permit, it's very much different from the closed work permit, guys. We have two types of work permits. We have open work permit and closed work permit. When you're applying for a closed work permit, you're applying to work for one employer, and you're applying to work for that one person in that specific region. So you cannot move from one employer to another. No, that one cannot work out. But if you apply for an open work permit holder, then you're good to go, okay? So the number 3 thing that I applied for and I paid for was for the biometrics. Of course, guys, everyone talks about this. It is very obvious, yeah? We have to apply for our biometrics. So this basically means that they are just going to do the background check on you. They have to check if you have any criminal records. And if you don't have, then you're good to go, right? So it costed me 85 Canadian dollars, which is equivalent to 7,583 Kenyan shillings. Yes. So guys, when you're doing your application for your biometrics, it's either, you can decide to do it once and for all when you're applying for your work permit. You can do them together, or you can apply for your biometrics later, okay? But personally, I decided to do them once. So when I was doing my work permit application, I did it for my biometrics as well. And let me tell you guys, this really makes things easier, because the next day I was told to book for my biometric appointment. So when you do things faster, you also tend to get your response fast. So I would advise people, if you're really applying for your work permit, please include biometrics at that particular point. Okay. Yes, so the fourth thing that I applied for and I paid for, of course, was for the medical examination, medical checkup, yeah. And this costed me 336 Canadian dollars, which is approximately 30,000 Kenyan shillings. Yes. So and guys, let me just tell you something about this biometrics. Do not just go to any hospital doing this. Please go to the places where they recommend, because this is where they'll get their results directly from. So for example, myself, I went to IOM and they did my medicals, and they were the ones to send my medicals to IRCC, right? So that's where they recommended. So just to prevent you from spending unnecessarily, or maybe you can go to the medicals and then they do not respond. Maybe they deny you the visa, so you will have used a lot of money. Kindly wait for their response, and then you can go and do your medicals. Okay. So just like I said, I paid 30,000 Kenyan shillings, which is equivalent to 336 Canadian dollars. Okay. So there is this fifth thing, guys, and a lot of people do not put it into consideration. But guys, let me tell you, this small money that we use here and there, it's actually a lot. So I'm talking about the transport, the local transport and the miscellaneous, guys. So when we talk about the local transport, what do we mean? Maybe we move from one place to another. I move from Nairobi to Kisumu, or from Kisumu to Nairobi, going to pick my documents, going to do my biometrics. It requires a lot of money. And let me just advise you guys, it's really good for you to just put, some cash aside for it, just to prevent this movement stress, right? And so with my transport and miscellaneous just basically means maybe you want to go and photocopy your documents, you want to go and scan them, and also taking maybe your passport photos. So it's a lot, right? And this costed me 5,000 Kenyan shillings, which is equivalent to 55 Canadian dollars. Yeah, it was, I don't know if it was a lot or less, I don't know. But personally, I feel that this is a lot of money, right? 5,000 Kenyan shillings is not just any amount of money a person can play with. Yeah, you have to really budget for it. Yeah. So yeah, that was it. And so after that, I had to book for my air ticket. So guys, after doing all these things and getting my visa approved, I had to go. And yeah, my visa, in my visa application, I remember I started it from the end of September, the really last days of September, and I got my visa approved in December. Yeah, the early days of December. I don't know what I ate. Oh my God. Yes, so I remember my visa was approved in December, and I was supposed to, I was really free to move from my country to Canada, but I had to make things right in my country. So I had to quit my job. I also had to do everything. I had to do everything that I was supposed to do. I had to finish everything that I was doing. I had to finish the businesses that I had to do everything. I had to put everything in place. I have to leave my job, respectfully. And it required time, so I gave myself a period of a month to just do everything that I was supposed to do, and then I traveled in January 2022. So I booked my air ticket in December for January, and when we move in January, guys, I know that it's the peak seasons whereby the transport money, is usually a lot. Traveling in January and December really requires a lot of money because the prices shoot. I don't know why. Yeah, but it's usually a lot. Yeah, so for my air ticket, I paid 1,941 Canadian dollars, which is equivalent to 173,157 Kenyan shillings. Okay, so guys, I think those are the things that I remember that I used money for, and I noted it down. But if there is something that I have forgotten, kindly comment it down in the comment section and I'll be able to answer it. Yes, so guys, the total amount of money that I used is 2,672 Canadian dollars, which is equivalent to 238,489 Kenyan shillings. 238,489 Kenyan shillings. Okay, so that was the total amount of money I used. I hope that, guys, your questions have been answered. And yes, I did not use an agent. So if you're planning to use an agent for your visa application, then get prepared to pay for extra amount of money, right? And it could even add up to 500,000 Kenyan shillings. These agents are not cheap. They're so expensive. So I would really advise you to just, read a lot, do a lot of research, and do these things alone, because they're not that hard the way people exaggerate it to be. It is not hard. You just sit with your computer and do all these things, guys. You do not need an agent. But anyway, if you want it to be easier, if you want an easy way out, then you can go pay an agent from 300,000 to 500K Kenyan shillings, of course. And then they'll do it for you. But just know that you'll have to use a lot of money. It can even add up to 1 million Kenyan shillings. You do not know. Yes. Secondly, I did not include my proof of funds. Yeah, so the money that I had in my account and my husband's money was not part of this. So he had to submit that later. Not even later, during our application, we had to go to the bank and they gave us the statements and we included it. But it's not part of this. So when you're doing it, just know that your proof of funds should be kept aside for that particular thing, okay? That is it for today. I hope that I've answered your questions. And if you want to know more about the student visa and the PR and also the visit visa, kindly comment down below. I'm gonna include my friends who came here with the study visas, who came here with the PR and also the visit visas, so that they can really tell you how much money they used, and they can also feed you with information that you guys need. Comment down below, guys. Put on your questions in the comment section so that I can be able to read them, and then we'll get back to you. And just like I said before, if you feel that there is anything that I've forgotten to list, please comment it down below. I'll be able to get back to you. Otherwise, have a great time and have a nice festive. Before I forget, please hit the subscribe button. If you know that you are watching this video and you have not subscribed, guys, please support my channel. I will really appreciate it, and you'll also be blessed, right? Okay, so guys, thank you so much, guys, for watching, and until next time, bye bye.